So we're standing actually in one of the cells now, and the door slammed behind us, and it is quite an evocative place, isn't it? How does it make you feel?
I think it must have been very intimidating, really, and the bravery of those who persisted and really stuck to their beliefs in spite of the intimidation must have been pretty impressive. And actually, the stories around what happened to them, but they were forced into uniform. They tried to force them into uniforms and so on as well. They knew what punishments were connected. Not just being in the cells, but actually the related punishments that could follow from that. I think that's pretty chilling when you read some of that.
And what's the drawing on the wall in front of us?
Well, the particular one I'm looking at the moment says N. Gaudie's mother, and Norman Gaudie was one of the 16. My understanding was that the drawing was made by Bert Brocklesby, who was another of the COs imprisoned. And I think why I'm particularly pleased to see it is because Norman's son Martin was a member of our organisation, Northern Friends Peace Board, and I remember him telling me the story of what his father went through here. And in fact, Marjorie, Martin's widow, will be here with us today later on as well.
I'm Marjorie Gaudie. I'm the daughter-in-law of Norman Gaudie, who was here at Richmond Castle. Yes, he was a conscientious objector in the First World War when things were much more difficult for the conscientious objectors. I think he would feel very thrilled, really, in some ways, and to think that his stand is still being remembered today. Very humbled about it too. He was kept here for not very long, just a short time, and then they were taken on a train to be taken to France, where they were told they were going to be shot, basically, if they decided not to go into uniform.
I think it's time that it was recognised that they were very, very brave and principled people who were amongst the very few who stood up and said, this is insane, an insane way of carrying on, that the war is destructive and evil and is no way to solve international problems, and that it was against their conscience to take up arms and to kill people. And they were very brave because they were vilified by society as a whole. Some of them lost their own lives in doing that and standing up for that principle. Well, we've timed this walk very carefully so that we arrive at Menwith Hill on July the 4th, this coming Thursday. As you know, July the 4th is Independence Day in America. At Menwith Hill, it is Independence from America, and every year there's an extra large demonstration and events going on to mark that, in the hope that somebody will notice and that we can draw attention to the fact that we are an occupied country. And in the very current concern about electronic surveillance and unaccountability of authorities, the governments and other secret service authorities, this is a very present and very current issue right in our midst in Yorkshire.